We're joined now by Gloria Reuben, who's been working it up here singing backup for Tina. You all know Gloria from her Emmy-nominated work on ER. Gloria decided to leave the comfort zone of a job on America's #1 drama to pursue her dream of singing.
Yes, ma'am.
You got the fever.
I got that Tina fever.
You got the Tina fever. What happened?
Well, it was really kind of beautifully faded out in a way. It was totally fate.
But did you know she was who she was, Gloria Reuben from ER?
No. I just knew she was pretty. I'm very happy to have her in the company. That's why I was asking my fans here, do you like her?
Wow, man, that was a moment that happened some years back, and ever since then, I've been idolizing this woman and following her work. We were just talking about her earlier, DB and I, some of the things she's doing.
I mean, she's in Mr. Robot. She's got a show coming up, Cloak and Dagger. I'm a Marvel fan, so, you know, all the stuff that's going on with Marvel and all the shows that they're putting out. And then you've got a show coming up this Saturday here in New York that you're going to be performing. You just said you're going to be doing one of Tina Turner's songs.
I am.
All
yeah,
right.
I'm doing a show Saturday night, 9:30, Feinstein's 54 Below here in New York City. And I created a show called Ladies Night, Great Ladies of Song. So, of course, got to include Ms. Turner in that little show. Not even little show, but you know what I'm saying?
It's a big show, right?
It is a big show. I'm actually really excited about it.
I'm excited to see you do it. Like, do we get free tickets? Or is that what this is all about? You know?
Let's see what we can arrange.
Okay. Hey, you know, Gloria, you may not know it, but Heather B and I are members of the Marvel family, too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, we did Luke Cage. You know.
You did?
Yeah, just, you know. It's funny you bring that up, Gloria.
Yeah, I'm a new addition to the Marvel family, and I have to say, I don't have a superpower on the show. I just got to say,
You're the mother of one of the kids.
Exactly, but you know, clearly, if I'm the mother, then the power has to come from somewhere. I'm just saying.
Yes, right. That's what International Women's Day was all about, right?
That's exactly right.
Right? Where'd the power really come from?
You know, it's a beautiful thing, and the timing. It's so ironic because the timing of my show Ladies Night with International Women's Day, frankly, you know, for me, International Women's Week and Women's Month, et cetera, really it was kind of divine planning. You know, I did a show at Feinstein's 54 Below in December, a holiday show called A Time for Love, and sold out. And so they asked me to come back. And I thought, well, what show do I want to put together when I come back, you know? And I thought, well, we couldn't get a lady into the White House. Okay. How about we celebrate great ladies of song? So, yeah. There it is.
So Tina Turner's being one of them.
Tina Turner, Sarah Vaughan.
Sarah Vaughan.
Wow.
Billie Holiday.
Billie. Oh.
I'm from Canada originally, so I'm honoring Katie Lang.
I thought you was going to say Celine Dion.
No. No, I mean, there's so many. No, but Katie Lang, Joni Mitchell, Alanis Morissette, you know. And Sade, Tina, and I got to say, I grew up with rock and roll, so I'm doing Heart. Doing a tune from Heart.
You're doing a tune from Heart.
I'm going to attempt to do a tune from Heart. I mean, her voice is insane. But yeah, it's a good mix.
It's a good mix?
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds interesting, Heather.
Well, yeah, it does, because you said you're going to attempt, and I want to go back a little bit just because you stepped out on faith, I think. You know, Oprah mentioned that you left the comfort of a job and everything to go out. What was the audition process, I guess, for Tina Turner?
Yeah, I know, right? No, for real, faith is the operative word, because the common knowledge is that I left the show to go on tour, but that's not how it happened. My contract was about to be up, and I had asked to leave the show. I didn't know what I was going to do next. I just knew that I wanted to have music back in my life again, do you know? And a few months after, you know, the agreement was made that I wouldn't continue on ER is when I met Tina after a Divas show at VH1. No, I'm on a VH1 show, but she did the Diva show that they still do. Exactly. Met her backstage, quick meet and greet. And of course, I, basically bowed down to her, and she opened the show with 4 amazing tunes, and so she, a very nice compliment. Oh, you're so pretty. Can you sing and dance? I said, yes, I can. And she said, well, you should come on tour with me next year. I said, okay. And I left thinking, wow, that was just great that she just said that. And of course, I blew it. I didn't think twice about it. But the next day, her manager actually contacted. Got in touch with me via my person, whatever, and said, Tina's really curious, can Gloria sing and dance? So Cut to 3 months later. I auditioned for Tina Turner and her manager in her hotel room, and I got the gig. I mean,
Wow.
Wow.
How nervous were you, though?
I was terrified.
Wow.
I've done a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, you got to step out of your, talk about stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
But to sing for her and her man, they're sitting on the sofa. It's one of those moments that I will never, ever, as long as I can remember anything, I'm going to remember that moment.
Yeah.
Sitting on the sofa. I had put on a CD, piano accompaniment to I Can't Stand the Rain. And I hired a choreographer the second tune was the remake of Nutbush City Limits. I hired a choreographer to do a routine to that tune, and I sang and danced for her.
Wow. Did she compliment you? Did she say you got the gig, girl?
She not quite like that.
Okay.
But
okay.
I left the room with the gig.
That's what's up. Gloria Reuben.
Crazy.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
We're going to come back.
sharing that.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to come back. I want to find out more about Ladies Night. I want to open up the phone lines as well. 888-742-3345.
When you spoke about your father, you talked about how he chose to do nothing when he was battling his cancer. You told him he could have fought the company that caused it. He could have told people about it. He could have sought better care than what he was getting. Instead, he did nothing. Tell me what is going on with you. I cannot help you if you keep me in the dark.
Shut up! Shut up!
You've got bags under your eyes. You're yelling. You're jittery. For the last month, I have seen you slip into old patterns, old behaviors. What is going on?
Drama. Gloria Reuben, a.k.a. Crystal Gordon, in the TV series Mr. Robot Season 3 coming up soon. Wow. You delivered that. You get caught up. When you listen to yourself, you're able to step outside of yourself and really absorb what you're hearing, huh? Because you got emotional from there.
Yeah,
I almost hugged you.
Yeah, I know you really want to again.
Yeah, you know.
No,
You know it, Dory.
and it's
Be
all right.
real
We're
about
so connected right now.
That show, the writing for Krista and Elliot, Rami Malek, he just brings it. And those scenes are so intimate and special. They're so rare that it's hard not. It's easy to get into it. It literally is an intimate situation, human being to human being. I'm not talking character, just person to person. When you're sitting with someone, it's only the both of you, only the two of you in a room, and you're trying to get to the real stuff. Nothing more personal and intimate than that.
Yeah.
Whether you're a psychiatrist and it's your patient, whether you're with your lover, whether you're with your parent, your child, a friend, if you're trying to tear those walls down and get to what's really going on, it's intense. And so I can't wait to go back and continue and see what happens this season, because Sam Esmail writes some beautiful, obviously, clearly, he knows what he's doing and then some. Yeah. So I'm really happy.
So you're definitely going back. So job security.
I know. I hope that. I'm not. I don't remember if I'm supposed to say anything.
We can edit that out once we pause. We are live. I'm sorry.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I'm okay with it. Whatever you're okay with, Gloria.
I guess I'm okay with it.
I'm just gonna rock with you. All right, go ahead.
You got to give credit to Christian Slater as well. You know what I mean? Like I'm such a big fan ever since like Gleaming the Cube and some of his older.
Right.
I just wanted to ask because Mr. Robot kind of falls in line with movies like V for Vendetta or The Fight Club. You know what I mean? Where it has that anarchy approach to what they feel should be done with the government or the state of affairs within the country.
Right.
So going into Mr. Robot and then where it's left off now, did your ideals change or did they shift a little bit? You know what I mean? Like just based upon what the material is.
No, I understand. The timing of Mr. Robot is really more than serendipitous because we filmed the pilot and we didn't know if we were getting picked up. it was maybe 4 days after. Remember when Sony got hacked?
Mm-hmm.
It was maybe 4 days after Sony got hacked that we got the notice that we were getting picked up. So the show is, of course, it's about cyber attacks. Of course, it's about hacking. It's about big corporations taking over. But for me, in addition to those things, and I think for a lot of viewers, and overall is the message, the thing that I think about a lot, again, in addition to those things, because they're very prevalent and very current and really disturbing, as we know, on a daily basis, what's happening in this country and globally, it's the social isolation part that really, that I really connect with. Do you know what I mean? He literally creates another world because dealing with the current world is too much. And the isolation of physically how he is in this series, he's gaunt, he's pale, he spends way too much time alone in front of a screen, okay? Living in New York City, and I love this city. I am from Toronto originally. I love walking cities and being around everybody. You got to face it in the day. But I have to say, sometimes it's really upsetting when I'm standing on a subway platform and nobody's looking at anybody else. Everybody's looking down on their screens.
Yeah.
And being surrounded by millions of people, one can feel really lonely when you look around and there's no connection going on, Now, I sometimes do that. I listen to music. For instance, today I was on my way here and I had my earbuds in. Because I was listening to the music the tunes that I'm doing on Sunday. I recorded the rehearsal, and so I'm working through the songs, but. It's the looking down thing, It's different than if you're reading a newspaper. When you're reading a book or a newspaper, you kind of your peripheral vision is kind of expanded. But when you're doing this, when you're looking down, your head is tilted down, like almost your chin is touching your upper chest. Yeah. You don't see anything else, do you know? So anyway, that's a long answer. Just to say, that Mr. Robot, I think, incorporates that message as well.
Well, yeah, because not to take too much time, but Elliot, there's a point where he realizes that he's not even where he thinks he is.
Well, exactly.
So that's kind of goes to what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought, by the way, if I may jump in, I thought that was a beautiful answer.
Yeah,
I just want to add that to it.
He just wants to hug you again.
She can read your bedtime story, Sway.
Yeah, Gloria could read me to sleep any night. I swear, with that voice. Oh my gosh. All right, Tracy, you have a question?
Yeah,
hold up.
I do.
By the way, Ladies' Night, Great Ladies of Song, is Saturday or is it Sunday?
Saturday night.
Saturday night, 254 West 54th Street at
9:30.
At 9:30 p.m. If you want tickets, can you go online and get them? Okay.
You can go to 54below.com or to my website, gloriareuben.com.
Go to gloriareuben.com.
Yeah.
Find out about tickets to see this show from this amazing woman. Go ahead, Tracy. I just want to say that.
Yeah, no worries. So, Gloria, going back to how I like how this conversation, much of the string goes back to International Women's Day.
Yeah.
And just thinking about, gender equality, has there ever been a point, and I'm sure in your career, have you experienced your potential just being overlooked or even be exploited? And did you have to really use your voice to make yourself be known and felt?
That's a good question. And it's interesting that you say use my voice, because I have to say that really ties into the music aspect seriously, because getting up and singing in front of people, you literally are using your voice. It's a very vulnerable yet very powerful thing to do. In terms of being an actress, I have found that my experience has been, long before I was in this business, the gender inequality has been unfortunately rampant, not just in the entertainment business, of course, but and many other businesses. But specifically, for an actress, either if I'm way over 25 or 35, but so the older you get, the less. There's a new FX Feud, this new series about Betty Davis and Joan Crawford. So that's, but I have found that my experience is more that if my own energy is, and I don't mean this in a new agey way, I mean this literally, if I am solid within who I am, do you know? Even if my being in the room is not apologetic in any way, then things will align, do you know? No matter how old I am, no matter what, like that doesn't even matter really. Of course it matters. I'm not in denial about issues at play, but it's more about, am I really in the room 100% present, current, and willing to go for it? And if I am, if it's meant for me to have that part, I'll get the part. If not, that's all right. It's not meant for me to have it. So it's, I grew up in Canada, and I love my fellow Canadians. It was a great place to grow up. And yet we are oftentimes known as for saying, oh, I'm sorry too much. Just kind of, Canadians always are apologizing. And it's true. And that's one thing that I had to get beaten out of me. Not literally. But you know what I'm saying? It's stop saying I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Sorry for what? So when I go back, I tease my family and friends about it. What are you sorry for? For what? For being in a room? No. But it's because I've had to reteach myself. It's about being present and full, and not afraid to let that be known, come what may.
Here for it.
Women could talk for an hour straight. No music bed, no anything, just her voice. It's just so introspective, so well thought out, so wise you are. How about that Drake being from Canada?
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
That
All right. Yeah, but are you a big fan of Drake's too, right?
Yes, I know, right?
Yeah, gotta love
Great
Drake.
musicians coming from Canada.
And you guys are killing it.
Well, we do what we can.
Irene Cara, she's from...
She is?
I don't know who that is.
Irene Cara. I'm
Cara
sorry,
Love.
that's
Oh
Cara,
my
yeah,
God.
Cara.
Oh, Alexia Cara.
Alexia Cara,
I was like,
Irene Cara. I threw a hybrid out there.
Sway been on this all day. It's making up names and
I'm
doing
just
stuff.
making up
Gloria,
stuff.
He got a lot on his
Do
plate.
the set?
He has a lot on his plate. Yeah, he has a lot
Hey,
on his
Gloria,
plate.
your first time here, so first of hopefully many. And we usually have our first time guests. Well, we got this thing called the mystery sack. Heather, you want to explain it?
Yeah, it's the nice mystery sack belonging to Sway.
Okay.
And so you have to...
Well, pay attention.
Go ahead and reach in.
Dig deep, dig deep.
Put your hands into Sway's sack.
That sounds gross.
It's Sway's Mystery Sack on Shade 45.
Don't be so eager, Gloria.
Now I can break it down. Gloria, you're going to go in. You're going to pick 3 questions one at a time. Read the first one out loud, and you have to answer honestly.
No.
Yeah, I know.
This is like a good party game or something. Yeah. Okay, one at a time. Worst job you ever had before you found steady work as an actress? Worst job? Well, I would have to say, this would be in Canada. I was, 17, just over 17. I'd moved out just before I was 17. I've been on my own since then. And I was working at this 24-hour kind of deli place in Toronto. No, in London, Ontario. And I had the midnight shift.
Oh, wow.
So, arrive at 11 and work until 7. I could only last a couple of... I couldn't take it. My body was, what are you doing? Yeah. So that would be the worst.
That'd be the worst job.
Graveyard shift.
Yeah, graveyard shift. Okay, number 2.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Let's see.
Gloria Reuben.
I love the music. Fun fact about Tina Turner that nobody would know. That nobody would know. Fun fact. Oh my goodness. Well, if nobody knows it, I can't really tell, because then it would be like telling a secret. Well, how about what you had mentioned earlier about how, we were talking earlier about how amazing she looked at the Grammys and just fit, and her skin looked gorgeous. I remember, I don't think she would mind me sharing this fact. When we were on tour, no, let me rephrase that. When I was a backup singer for her.
On her tour.
On her tour.
Yeah.
I remember asking her how she kept her energy up, and she said, if she can, as much as she can, she'll sleep 10 hours a night. So her body can really rest and rebuild. Sleep.
Hear that horse? She got to sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Gotta commit to it.
You gotta commit to sleeping.
Hours, though.
No sleeping with the iPhone beside your bed.
That's right.
You know
I
what
got
I'm
a
saying?
Samsung.
Tracy.
Or Ever had an awkward or embarrassing moment with a celebrity? You mean with myself? No, I'm just kidding.
That wasn't my
Well, almost every day I have an awkward or embarrassing moment. Oh my gosh. Tick, 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 tick. Well, I met someone, I ran into someone who is rather very well known, and I had forgotten, I can't mention his name but I had forgotten that we had met before, and I didn't even recognize him.
Did he get older, or things like
Right.
Or maybe my eyesight just got worse. But it was a little bit like, oh yeah, hey, great to see that. I felt like I was in Hollywood. Oh yeah, hey, great to see you. How you been? And I said, and he said, oh you look great. How have you been? It's been whatever. I remember it's been 5 years since I've seen you. Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Forgive me. Where did we meet again?
Oh, you did that. You could have played it off. You could have played
Honey,
it off, Gloria.
I couldn't. I tried. I know my eyes were saying it, though. I know he was looking at me like, I can see you looking for it.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I played it.
I got it. Clearly, I need to learn a few
You got to
things.
learn that, Gloria. Gloria Reuben, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for digging in my sack.
Easy now.
Ladies' night this Saturday, March the 11th, 254 West 54th Street, Cellar, what is this, 4th Street? What is the Cellar? What is that?
Well, it's 54 below.
Oh, 54
so
below.
It's literally, the sign's right out front. It says 54 below,
54
but it's just down the stairs. Yeah.
Great
Beautiful
ladies
venue.
of song. This is going to be very impressive. Go to GloriaReuben.com. If you're in the tri-state area, come check it out. She's back by popular demand after selling out months ago, and here she is on our show. Thank you for coming by.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Appreciate you.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.